kids!
We are so excited to have you guys back to learn more about the things of God.
And this year we're learning about...
The books of the Bible, and we are starting with Genesis.
So, are you ready? Let's go!
Guess what, boys and girls? It is time for today's memory verse. Today's memory verse comes out of Genesis 1 verse 27. So God created human beings in His own image. In the image of God, He created them. Male and female, He created them. In today's memory verse, we learn that God made humans. He made a woman and a man. It also shows us that God created us in His image to show the world His love that He has for all of us. And He created us all with a spirit inside of us. Okay, boys and girls, let's all say the memory verse together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Genesis 1 verse 27. So God created human beings in His own image. In the image of God, He created them. Male and female, He created them. Excellent, guys. Remember this verse as we learn about the book of Genesis.
Wait, I'ma eat. Wait.
Let's learn about the books of the Bible. Are you ready, Ginger?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great. The book of Genesis brings us back to the beginning of the Bible, where we learn how God made the first humans, Ginger.
And did He make boys and girls too?
He made all the boys, all the girls, everywhere on earth, all the mommies, all the daddies, even the animals.
Wow, that is great.
We also learn about the first time that man and woman sinned.
That's terrible.
And we also learn a very important lesson throughout the whole book of Genesis, Ginger.
What? What is that?
We learn to always trust the promises of God.
The promises?
Ginger, can you guess who wrote the book of Genesis?
Father Abraham.
No, close.
Not. Adam.
Not yet there.
Oh, I think I know. It was Moses.
It was indeed Moses. Moses wrote the book of Genesis.
That's so good.
Genesis happened about 4,000 to 1,800 years before Jesus was born.
That's long ago. Wow.
So, Genesis is the first book of the Bible written by
Moses.
and it teaches us to always trust in the promises of God.
Yeah.
Now what do we do, Ginger?
I don't know. You tell me.
Let's go make some coffee.
You tell me the story. Yeah, that's a good idea.
We'll get coffee and then we'll tell the story.
Yes, that's a very good idea.
The book of Genesis has many Bible stories in it, but some of the most popular Bible stories are the creation of the universe, the Garden of Eden, the brothers Cain and Abel, Noah's Ark and the Great Flood, the rise and fall of the Tower of Babel, God's call to Abraham, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, Jacob's wrestle with an angel and God blessing him, Joseph the dreamer's coat of many colors and his brothers selling him into slavery. One of the stories in the book of Genesis is the story of the Tower of Babel. That is our Bible story for today. After Noah's ark and the flood, the children and grandchildren of Noah moved to other places and started living there. In those days, everyone spoke one language and could understand each other. Then they proudly decided, "Let us make a name for ourselves and build a city with a tower that reaches all the way up to the heavens." So they made bricks and they used tar for mortar. God saw how they were working together to make such proud plans, and He decided to put a stop to their building by confusing their language so that they could not understand each other. The workers started babbling in different languages, and they stopped working together. The building work stopped, and groups of people scattered to live in different parts of the earth. That is the story of how people started speaking different languages.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. To finish off our lesson for today, we're gonna have a pop quiz. The way this works is the question will show on the screen and you will have 20 seconds to answer it. Let's see how much you remember. Enjoy!
you for joining us for today's episode of Agapé Kids.
We hope that you enjoyed learning about the book of Genesis with us.
See you next week.
Bye.